Hello fish heads, welcome again to Russian Fishing 3. Today I wanted to do something a little bit different, and since I'm level 21 now, I've caught 445 fish. My favorite fish is, I used to call it a redfin, but it is actually common rudd. So, we're back at the home lake here, and I want to see how much money can we make by targeting this particular fish. Now, what we're going to begin with is we're going to eat a little bit because we're hungry. We are going to get some of the white worm, which is this one, almost 2,000 bucks for it. We're going to get 40, and I forgot about some sound. Let's see, sound. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. We got 40 of that white worm, and we need to feed the place a little bit and attract some more fish. So we're gonna go to the shop and get this one, which is for panfish. Get this base, and get which are aroma. But it doesn't matter. Let's just try this and see how it works. Alright. Alright, well, we're set up. Let's go to the Berezovy Zavod. It's the name of this peg. You don't need to know the names. I remember them by the way they look like, and obviously the spelling, but even if you don't know the language, it looks different every time anyway, for each different peg. Right, so what we're going to do is get our 3 rods out and change there you go. Change the hooks to the second level hook. Get a better hook there. That's the other rod. There you go. Change to the white worm. And which one was the third rod? There you go. There it is. Now I'm gonna just deploy them. Deploy all 3. Let's see if there are any warnings, any specific places where we cannot fish a specific fish. It doesn't apply to us. Let's make the feed. There you go. The worm and some aroma. There you go, it's ready. We choose this one, and we're looking for that hole over there. That's 229, and just change to it. 229. There you go. Change this one too. 229, and just throw there as well. And the third one. Let's see, 229. There you go. Oh, we already have a fish. That was quick. Is it a rudd or is it a roach? It's a rudd. 1.2 kilos. Perfect. We're going to throw some feed over there. And we have 2 more fish. I just press the space as soon as the float is, there's a roach, as soon as the float is under the water, and if the fish stops like that, it means it's bigger than 500 grams. So there's a roach, it's bigger than 500. There you go. Another trophy. This one is small, it just goes straight up a rudd. And another fish. Let's go. Almost a kilo. Common rudd, or as I like to call them, redfin. And this one is a trophy as well because it just doesn't go straight. And that's nice. What is it? 600 gram, another trophy rudd. This is going great. You'll notice that the higher level you are for some of these basic fish, because these are basic fish, the ones that don't give much experience are basic, meaning that you can find them on the home location, and they're the way you would call them, beginner fish. Oh, another one, and the first one too. There you go. Two trophy ones and one smaller. There you go. Another trophy rudd. And another one. Perfect. And this one is a roach, smaller roach. So basically the beginner's fish are the ones that you can find at home base here and the next couple of locations while you're low level. However, once you gain a few levels, meaning that you're level 8, 10, 12, and on your way to 20, you're going to find out that the beginner fish are starting to come more often and you have a chance to catch more trophy ones. This is to ensure that even though you are higher level for these fish now, meaning they don't give you as much experience, you can actually still target them because there you go, another one, because you want them for money. Now that they're seen more often, like this one, what we spent here, what, 5 minutes or so, and we already have so many trophy ones. This is made to motivate you to go back to those places where you have fished before and not ignore them completely. And you have an incentive because now the trophy fish are more often and they're bigger. So, as a percentage of your total catch, more of them are going to be sellable. This looks a good one. Oh, and we have another one. Three fish right now. As you can see, they just stop while I'm taking them out. Oh, there. That's a shoe. That's a boot. A boot. Anyway, um, and another one. Damn, that was quite disappointing actually. Basically, you have an incentive to go back and try and catch more of those paying ones, more of those trophy ones, and I really like that because while you begin the game hoping that you're gonna catch some trophy ones, um, they're less often, um, and so you make some money and you say, okay, I made some cash, and I'm just gonna go somewhere else to try for some different kind of fish, different type of fish. And you really, if you didn't know this, the fact that you can catch more often and bigger ones while your level increases, um, you would just forget about it. You wouldn't come back to catch common rudd or roach um, unless it's for some kind of a tournament that specifically says you need to catch this type of fish to win the tournament. So, oops, we took the wrong rod. This is, wow, this is a big one, 1.6. Okay, we took the wrong rod. One of the dangers of having them all so close to each other is that sometimes I don't know which one is which. But in any case, as I said, you have an incentive to go back and just target those fish. Just target that type of fish that previously you might have, you know, maybe out of 20 you catch 3 or 5 that are trophy ones, or maybe even less. This is a different 1 kilogram for a trophy, so not that good. But as I said, yeah, it it's not really something that many people do. Simply because the newer fish give more experience, and yeah, sure, if you're going for experience, obviously these ones are not uh, the best, but in terms of um, money, because they come so often, and most of them are good. Um, in those situations, it's really good. Um, I love catching a rudd. We'll see in a second why. One day in the game, we actually came in the afternoon. Now it's like what 10 o'clock in the evening. We'll see how many fish we caught and how many of them were actually trophies, which are going to be paying well. And I prefer the rudd because it pays better than the roach. The roach still pays okay-ish, but I think it's like 2 or 3 times worse. So I really prefer the common rudd. There's a roach. We don't mind that. And even more fish. This is just you see it's great. I just cannot stop taking them out. This is really amazing. And this is at home. This is the home lake where you don't have to pay anything to get here. This is where after you go to an adventure somewhere, this is where you are sent home. So if you end up here and you need some cash and you need a fast way of making cash, just target the fish you like, that you know how to catch and you know how to catch often, and you're going to be making money like crazy. I cannot even take a breath. It's that good. And the other good thing about the common rudd and the roach is that they actually you don't need particularly big um, uh, rods or particularly strong line, so you can start doing this way below level 20. You can, I mean, in the beginning you start doing this and you'll be catching some, but maybe when you're level 10 you'll be thinking, okay, maybe I should go somewhere else, see something else, try to catch some other types of fish, and that's fine. But maybe you go there with 20,000 and you spend some cash on bait, and you spend some cash on the actual travel ticket, and then you come back and you have like 5K in the pocket, and you really need some money to finance your next adventure. In that case, just target them fish, and it's great. It's great. Okay, 11 o'clock. Common rod doesn't bite really well after the evening is over. It's not good at night, so we're gonna go to the base and see what we got. So for I don't know how many hours, not even a full day, we caught 32 fish, 25 kilos total, and as you can see, we caught 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, around 10 non-trophy ones, and out of 32. So 70% of the fish we caught were trophies. And let's see how they pay. We sold 22 fish, which were trophy, and we made 33,000. 33,000 for less than a day, for half a day. 22 fish for 33,000. The biggest one, 1.635, sold for almost 4,000. And you can see here the difference between the roach. Let's find another roach. Okay, so this rudd, 600 grams for the 1,100. And we have this roach, 600 grams for 400. So you can see it pays 3 times more, 3 times better to catch the rudd. But because the roach still goes after that white worm, you'll catch some roach as well, which is not terrible. It still pays. It's just not gonna pay as good as the rudd. So now we have 54,000, which we can invest in whatever we want to do. And that was for half a day. I cannot stress this enough. It's really, 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 really good. Now, something interesting, because when I haven't played this game for quite a while, I sometimes, well, not sometimes, I have now forgotten quite a bit about the types of fish that go. You can go fish at the different pegs. So what I like to do is I just choose a peg, and I don't really remember what was here, but you can go here and check what people are getting. Check what people are getting. For example, people here are getting um, crabs. Now those crabs, remember the previous video I told you that you can make bait out of certain types of fish, and crab is one of those types of fish. Well, it's not really fish, but it's a catch. You can I can show you now how you can do that. Um, Basically, all you need to do is put the common ground worm, um, take out a bottom feeder, and just throw it somewhere. Just throw it somewhere um, where it's not very deep. Here is what, 80, 70, and you just wait. As you can see, people are getting a lot of crabs, and what we can do is use it and make bait out of it. And from this bait, we can either get other fish, like fishing on that bait, or we can just sell it, because crab meat is not something that you can just purchase from the common shop. You need to sell it to or buy it from other people. So a lot of people, what they do for cash is they just come here and they just go crazy uh, trying to get crab, making bait out of it, and then just selling it to other people. So all you need is common worm. I'm not sure why I'm not getting anything right now. That's actually strange. Maybe it needs to be during the day. I I don't remember whether it was only at night, but in any case, apparently there's no crab during the night. Strange. Float fishing. These people are float fishing for crabs. Some are fishing on the bottom. Let's see. We can try float fishing. In this hole, for example, it's 81 centimeters. There you go. There is a bigger hole there. We can try out there as well. 166. Oh. Now, for these people, it's the same time. That's why you don't see different time of the day. That's why you cannot just change the time like in other games, because this time is server wide. This is a time for everyone. That's why I'm surprised. I'm not catching anything. Now some of these people are catching crab on fish meat. So let's see if we have any fish meat. Not really. Let's live fish maybe. Let's see what happens. Live fish. You can make live fish. Live fish bait out of, for example, common rod that is less than 100 grams. So between 50 and 100 grams. Most of them are like between 70 and 100 grams, the really small ones. Oh, there you go. There's the first one. And it's a trophy crab. Now I can sell it as trophy and see how much it gives. And I can also make it into bait. And we'll see which one is worth it. Probably worth to just make it into bait and sell it to other people. Let's see. Change back to worm. Throw again. So we have these places. There's another one. And 33 grams. And now we just click Shift and B, and I just got crab meat over here. If we go, we can see crab meat. I just made crab meat out of it. Now I have two. And there's another one. Nope. Wow. Okay. We didn't want to catch that. But worm, ground worm. There are a lot of things that like ground worm. You can pretty much catch all the panfish with ground worm. And another one. Another thing that we're not looking for. But anyway, let's go back to the base and see how much they will give for that trophy crab. 270 bucks. Now is it worth it? No, it's not at all. Because if we go to the second-hand shop and check for the same thing and see, compare how much it will pay. Where is it? There you go. The cheapest one is 25 for 225,000. Which means it's way better to just create this, just make it and sell it secondhand. You really do not want to sell even the ones that are trophy to the shop. You just want to sell them as second-hand. Well, not second-hand, but to other people. Sell it to other players. Alright, so to summarize, we went to zone number 5. As you can see, number 5, this number 4, number 5. If you have echolocator, it's this hole over here, and use this white worm. Use that one during the day. A lot of common rod. We made 30 something thousand in half a day. So for a full day, maybe 50, maybe 60, maybe even more. And this is at the home location, which is, it's free to be here. So if you need some cash, you're in the beginning or you level up a little bit and you don't know how to get quick cash, go and target that. With time, you're gonna see what you can catch somewhere else. You can experiment and you can find your own special kind of fish that, well, not special, but the one that you feel comfortable and that you know that you're gonna be catching a lot of it, and a lot of trophy ones as well. So hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.